Most awesome graffiti in Mexico. Are you ready to discover hidden masterpieces tucked away in unexpected corners, or marvel at iconic works that have become symbols of artistic expression? Well, in Mexico, graffiti transcends mere aesthetics. It becomes a powerful medium for social change, community empowerment, and cultural preservation. Welcome to the vibrant energy of this extraordinary country, where every brushstroke holds the power to ignite emotions, challenge perspectives, and celebrate the captivating beauty of Mexican street art. The muralist movement, which is popularized by artists such as Diego Rivera, Jose Orozco, and David Siqueiros, have evolved into the most well-researched aspect of Mexico's art history. Following the Mexican Revolution, the government commissioned murals to be painted on public buildings so that its political message could be more prominently displayed. Because the vast majority of the populace was illiterate, the government sought an alternative method to disseminate its information. Mainly centered on politics, nationalism, and history, the paintings depicted many scenes and events. The muralists eventually came to the conclusion that the direction that the government had set for the murals should not be followed. They started putting their own beliefs and principles into the paintings. These days, murals cover a broad range of topics that go well beyond those related to politics and religion. Additionally, Mexican muralism has contributed to an improvement in the art landscape by producing a platform that the general public is able to appreciate. It's freed art from the confines of the art market and made it widely available to all and everyone. It was no longer something that was solely available to the most privileged elements of society. Artists have been able to obtain visibility on a much bigger scale as a result of this. The history of muralism is what distinguishes the urban art movement in Mexico from other movements of a similar nature that have occurred in other parts of the world. Because of this, Mexicans have a more positive attitude about the concept. As long as the graffiti is artistic and makes a point, they do not consider it to be an invasive kind of vandalism. As long as the artists get the approval of the property owners, the police have no problem with it. Before beginning to paint, artists would sometimes go so far as to show people the area sketches of what they have in mind. Utilizing assistance provided by social media. The popularity of Mexican street art on Instagram is largely attributable to the spread of information via social media. A significant number of the most well-known street painters in Mexico each command an impressively big fan base. Now, nations all around the world are encouraging them to add color to the walls of their buildings. On a topic that is only tangentially linked to this discussion, it is fascinating to discover the effect that street art in general has had on the realm of social media. To be specific, Facebook, where users can post their thoughts and ideas to a virtual wall. Imagine a city where everybody could draw whatever they liked, where every street was awash with a million different colors and little phrases. A city that felt like a party where everyone was invited. Banksy. Juarez is well known for its Korean community, its big student population, as well as its Zona Rosa, also known as its LGBT-friendly zone of streets with bars and cafes. Locals frequently congregate at Mercado Juarez, which is located close to the Cuauhtémoc metro station. The food court within the market features several fantastic eateries that sell delectable sandwiches and smoothies in addition to fresh fruits and veggies that are on sale there. In addition, the market building itself features murals painted by Liken, as well as a mural by Mexican muralist Sego titled Woman in Dialogue with Progress. Along the streets of Barrio Juarez are a lot of shutters and doors that have been painted with different artworks. There are many murals in the area surrounding the Museo de Juguete Antiguo Mexico, MUJAM, and the Hidalgo Market in the neighborhood of Doctores, which is another excellent neighborhood in which to view street art. The majority of these murals were sponsored and organized by Street Art Bujam, which is a group that puts on annual graffiti and street art festivals to paint the walls and buildings in the surrounding area. Museo de Juguete Antiguo Mexico. The walls of the courtyard and the antique toy museum in Doctores are covered in murals, some of which were created by internationally renowned street artists like Roa. Muham was also responsible for curating the murals that can be found in front of the museum as well as across the street from it. Center of the city. Was fortunate enough to have my friend, journalist, and author of the book Muros Somos, which is about street art in Mexico City, take me on a private urban tour throughout CDMX Center for a few hours. Cynthia Arvide is the author of the book. In 2018, the Mexican street artist known as Seher1 painted a massive mural at the Museo de las Culturas Populares located next to Plaza Taxico and dubbed in Mexico Cultura y Sociedad que Renace. Lienzo Capital was the name of the initiative that the mural project was a part of. There are a number of large-scale paintings located on Avenida Paseo de la Reforma, which is one of titled Tree of Life, and is located on the exterior of Hotel Fontan Reforma. This artwork was created by Adri de Rocio and Carlos Alberto G.H. It depicts a Catrina embracing flowers while being encircled by butterflies, birds, and other creatures. Cynthia informed me that the wall artwork located outside of Calle Regina and the ancient city center and dedicated to Anibal Forever Young was a memorial to a young graffiti artist who had passed away. Since 2012, a series of festivals dedicated to street art have been staged in and around the historic district of the city. The mural was painted in 2015 by the Italian artist Erika El Cain for the Manifesto MX Festival, and it is held up very well. The Mexican street artist Smith One and the Spanish street artist Dembski collaborated to create another mural that was created a few years ago in 2016 and is weathered incredibly well. You can find it on Calle 5 de Febrero. The headline of the poster is Astronomy Rules. Because of Mexico's long tradition of Mexican mural painting, the country is home to a diverse group of highly skilled street artists. Six Mugre is another artist that draws inspiration from native Mexican traditions as well as Mexico's illustrious past and culture. Colonia Roma. The neighborhood of Colonia Roma has seen a significant amount of gentrification in the past several years, and as a result, it is possibly best known for its cafes and restaurants. The barrio is getting a lot of new flats and offices built, so let's keep our fingers crossed that the historic architecture and structures can be maintained. This office building features a mural painted by Mexican muralist Farid Reda, which is widely considered to be among the most breathtaking works of art in Roma Norte neighborhood. In recent years, the artist has garnered widespread recognition on a global scale as a result of the vibrant animal murals he has painted in places such as Miami, Madrid, Amsterdam, and Bucharest. In spite of the fact that he lives in Playa del Carmen, he has painted a surprisingly little number of murals in Mexico City. La Condesa. La Condesa is a neighborhood that is notable for having streets that are lined with trees and are known as the Leafy Neighborhood. The streets are named after major cities in Europe, such as Amsterdam, and there are upscale apartment complexes and bakeries there. The area exudes a distinctly European atmosphere. The Parque Espa is a public park that is frequented by people who walk their dogs and young professionals. It is surrounded by various buildings that have murals painted on them. Airport International de Mexico City, Mexico. Around the city of Mexico City, CDMX, there are a lot of murals that decorate the walls of the tunnels, underpasses, and roads. After leaving Mexico City International Airport, the first mural that we noticed in the city was this one, which was painted by the Mexican street artist known as Remix Uno. That's all for the video today. We will be right back with more such amazing videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.